What's happening, everyone? Chris Beans here with Bowler's Rant, and we are out here at Maple Lanes, Clearwater, Florida to film the Storm PHAZE V. This is Storm's latest symmetrical pearl, and it's pretty much the same ball as the PHAZE 4, with one exception: it has Reacta gloss instead of 1500 grit polished. Okay, here is a look at the ball on 44 feet, which is London. And as you can see, this ball is having trouble getting some friction and checking up. And out of the box condition, this is not a ball that I would recommend on a soupy condition such as London. Okay, R2S is not meant for heavy oil. It's a quick response to friction, and on top of that, this is a symmetrical pearl. Just like the PHAZE 4 was, and I have that ball, was not meant for the heavy oil condition, neither is the PHAZE V. Anthony, of course, is doing his best and playing a lot straighter than he normally does, because usually he's not even remotely right of third arrow, and usually it's fourth arrow when he starts out on the standard house condition. Now, luck gave way and we were able to get on a condition, which is our 40-foot standard house shot at Maple Lanes. But it turns out it was also open bowled, so a lot of plastic had gone down the lane. While the reaction is significantly better than London, it's still lazy. The ball doesn't really want to check up, and that's because there is a lot of carry down. This is expected when you come in with a shiny pearl after a bunch of plastic goes down the lane, and it was at this moment we decided we probably needed to pull out the gem and scrub the lane just a couple of times. After throwing the Rotogrip gem on the soup and mopping up the gravy, the reaction is significantly better. This is the point where you want to see what the ball can do, so I asked Anthony to move a few times left to see what he could get away with, and the further left he went, the lazier it got, a la the carry down. Okay, that is what's going to happen when you come in after some empty bowling, so this shows you what the ball can and can't do. And while Anthony can do a lot of things with his hands, this ball simply is not Superman. It's a symmetrical pearl and it's R2S. Again, not meant for the heavy soup. I did ask him to open up his hand, flatten it, and see what he could do to mimic the stroker condition, and if you do have some friction, it's not a bad look, but in short, I don't see a material difference between this ball and the PHAZE 4, just a different color, and the reaction is pretty much the same to me. Here are a couple of shots of the PHAZE 4 filmed on the exact same condition in the same house. And I'm going to tell you right now, it looks tons better on a fresh house condition. The ball just seems to go left very quickly and has a little bit more authority going through the pins. This is, of course, because there was no plastic that went down the lane. And the shots that I did see the PHAZE 5 hit the friction and go through, it looks exactly the same. So I don't expect, if I filmed on a fresh condition, that the PHAZE 5 would be any different. Here is a view of the layout Anthony used on this ball. It's a 5-inch pin and a 35-degree valve, which is his standard symmetrical layout. This brings us to the conclusion on this video, which I say this: if you are a collector of the PHAZE series and simply want the next shiny awesome thing, you should get one. If you have a PHAZE 4 like me and it's in good shape, I can't say this is a must-have reaction. To me, it looks like the same ball with different polish, which is a giant statement to the USBC for their banned shenanigans. As a neutral party and brand agnostic, I think the PHAZE 5 is great for medium conditions and will be susceptible to the same issues the PHAZE 4 had, which is don't use it on heavy oil and it's likely best for transition. Strokers should stick to 4 to 5-inch pins and keep their valve 40 degrees or less. Two-handers may need to knock off the shine on their favorite 2LS layout. As usual, drop me a comment. Let's continue the conversation. More updates are coming, and until then, bowl well.